In this video we will look at the accommodation cleaning tasks and the information that is recorded here about them. From the Cleaning Times entry screen, we click on the Access Accommodation Cleaning Tasks button, which takes us through to a list of all of the cleaning times which are currently entered, plus a summary of their details. If we click on Details, it takes us through to the window recording all the information that we wish to have about this task. And in this instance we're looking at a motel studio number 2, where the code is MS2, the name is Motel Studio 2. We can see that we've selected it as being a unit rather than any of the other options, and it's in the task area of accommodation rather than any of the other options, and the note that it is general cleaning. Down here we have the target time for the task in minutes. Below we have a percentage buttons for each month. Some tasks take longer at certain times of the year, and so the appropriate time can be reduced by percentage if required. So for instance, at this time we're in the month of May, and if I reduce the month of May percentage to 80%, you can see that it reduces the target time to 28. This is more applicable in the communal tasks than in the accommodation units, but the facility is there nonetheless. On the right hand side we have the data that we wish to have entered into the daily work tasks as a norm. So we have the option of whether we want the unit to be pre-booked, which normally we will mark it as no. We will want to know if an extra service, which will normally be no. Key in terms of accommodation units will normally be no, that there hasn't been returned, but for other tasks it may be one of the options, such as yes or not applicable. Then we have the default type of service that we wish this unit to have. Do we wish it to be a clean, a service, a full service, a spring clean, or for the task is it not applicable? And normally for an accommodation unit it will be down as a clean and service. Laundry stripped, depending on the particular operation, where the laundry operates semi-independently of the cleaning, it may want to be in as no, but if the cleaners always do their own stripping, then as a default entry one may want that as yes. We also have the option to include different times for a service and a full service, and again in minutes. The current date, current month are there as a reminder, so that when we're working with the percentages we know where we're at. In the centre we have a list of what is known as the task assessment criteria. Each task is evaluated over 10 criteria, and each task can have its own 10 criteria, but normally the same type of task would have the same sort of criteria. Some forethought is desirable before setting this up. For instance, if one is doing accommodation units which have kitchens, it's desirable to always have kitchen in the same TAC for future analysis purposes. You can see that in this instance this unit does not have a kitchen, or not listed as such as a task.